guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be doing a monthly favorites video, which I always love filming just because it is so easy to sit here and talk about all of the things that I love. We have a lot of really good things in today's video, beauty products, fashion stuff, and completely random things as well. So I hope that you guys enjoy. Everything will be linked in the description box as always. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up if you do enjoy it and subscribe if you are not already. And without further ado, let's jump into the favorites. For my first favorite in today's video, I wanted to talk about Factor, and I am partnering with Factor on today's video. I'm sure you guys already know by now how much I love my Factor meals. I've talked about them so much on my channel, and I've still been using Factor meals almost every week because they are just so convenient for my schedule, especially in the summertime. I just feel like things get so busy. I don't know about you guys, but we have something going on like every single week, every single weekend until like August. So there are nights when we do not have time to cook, or we just haven't really sat down to meal plan for the week, and that is when Factor really comes in handy because you can change the number of meals that you get per week. So if we are having a busier week, I will go ahead and up the meals so that we can do 1 or 2 nights of just casual pop it in the oven meals. Don't even have to think about it. These are fresh, never frozen, dietitian approved meals. They are so good. They taste really good. You can choose from a bunch of different recipes. I am a pretty picky eater and I love them, so I feel confident that you guys could find several meals that you enjoy as well. So in this week's lineup, we have tomato goat cheese cavatappi primavera, creamy parmesan chicken, smoky gouda chicken, smoky garlic filet mignon, and broccolini, which I'm excited about. This is a gourmet meal, so they are a little bit nicer and they are a slight upcharge, but it is worth it if you want like a really nice dinner at home because they're really good. Like the meat is not tough at all because I'm picky about my steaks, and they're actually really good. And then the honey butter diced chicken. So you can tell that I'm a chicken girl. That is what I prefer, but they have so many options from all different diets. You have calorie conscious, keto meals, vegetarian meals. I'm actually going to eat a vegetarian meal today. It's about lunchtime, so I'm going to pop this in the oven. I do usually cook mine in the oven if I'm at home, but you don't have to. You could actually just pop these in the microwave as well. But here's what this one looks like. I love goat cheese, so I am super excited about this. And it has roasted garlic green beans with it too. So this is going to go in the oven at 375 for about 10 minutes. This is just like the best thing for my lifestyle because I am just like super busy, and a lot of times I hate stopping to make a full lunch, so I really want something that I can do in less than 10 minutes. Before I discovered Factor, I oftentimes would use like food delivery apps, and that just got so expensive. Have you ever been about to check out on a food delivery app and then you just realize how insanely overpriced it is and you like cancel the whole order? Because I did that often, and then I just like wouldn't eat lunch and it was not good. So I'm so happy that I can plan the week ahead, have these on hand, ready to go, and it really is just the best way for me to be sure I'm actually eating lunch and eating something that is somewhat nutritious. It's way better than takeout, that's for sure. And as always, I do have a code for you guys. So if you are interested in trying Factor for yourself, you can head to factor75.com or click the link below and use code KaylaLove50, and that is going to get you 50% off of your first box and 20% off of your next box. Definitely check it out if you are looking for simpler meals that still taste really good. And they actually have several add-ons too. This week they sent over some juices, which I'm very excited about. They're very minimal as far as ingredients, which is exactly what I like in a juice because you just don't need all that added junk in there. And they sent over a bunch of their mango smoothies as well, and I love their smoothies. I actually have not had their smoothies in so long, so I was really excited about these. I think I'm gonna have one of these now. So it is time to eat lunch, and this smells so good. Gotta mix up the sauce. And look at those juicy tomatoes. Honestly, I'm probably just gonna eat right out of this box so I don't even have to do dishes. Quick taste test. Green beans are good. Pasta. That sauce is really good. Tastes like a sun-dried tomato, kind of. And it actually has the cherry tomatoes in there. Let's try a bite with the tomato. So good. So I'm going to devour this and then get back to work. But yeah, Factor is pretty much always one of my favorites. It's something that I use so often to just make my life a little bit easier. So if you want to make your life easier as well, like I said, head to factor75.com or click the link below and use code KaylaLove50 for 50% off of your first box and 20% off of next month's orders. So next up, I want to dive into the beauty category, and I feel like this is my biggest category. I've been very into beauty stuff lately, and I'm actually going to start off this category with a fragrance. This is the best smelling perfume that I have tried in so long. It is the Daisy Wild by Marc Jacobs, and you guys, if you have not smelled this, you have to. It's so good. It's not anything like what I was expecting. I don't know why, but I just was expecting it to be similar to all of the other Daisy perfumes by Marc Jacobs, but this one is so unique. It is perfect for spring and summer. It's just so intoxicatingly good. Like, it literally smells like I could eat it. It's sweet, but it's slightly floral at the same time, but not an overwhelming floral at all. Let me look up the notes. So the top notes are Banana Blossom Accord, the middle notes are Jasmine and Macadamia Accord, and the base is Sandalwood and Vetiver. To be honest, I kind of bought this for the packaging because look how gorgeous that is. Marc Jacobs always kills the packaging. This is actually the smaller size, but whenever I finish this one, I will absolutely be purchasing a larger one because I just can't get enough of it. It's just the best. If you want such a unique mix of fruity, but not your traditional fruity, and then throwing in just like a hint of floral at the end, but still being sophisticated and womanly. It's not anything that smells like the pink sugar, like overly sweet basic scents. Like, this is so unique. All of the layers really shine through with this one, and I just can't recommend it enough. A couple of complexion products I wanted to quickly mention. First is not a new product at all. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter, and I picked this up because during the Sephora sale, I had actually tried the Dior Star Filter, and I wasn't a huge fan. It really just emphasized texture on me. It wouldn't sit well under a lot of my foundations, and I just wasn't understanding it because people were raving about it, and I know that that was kind of supposed to be similar to this product from Charlotte Tilbury, and I was like, well, maybe I should try that one just to compare, and I ended up loving this one. As you can see, I only got the miniature, but I will absolutely be going back for the full size. It's just a really nice product. If you've never tried this, you really should, especially if you are someone who loves like a full coverage base and you like to be kind of matte, but you do want like a little bit of radiance shining through that's not oily at all. That is exactly what I love it for, is just putting on the skin right before I apply foundation. It just gives this beautiful glow, specifically like to the cheekbones, that just shines through ever so slightly. It's gorgeous. It makes you look like you have glowing, radiant, healthy skin. It's not anything that's going to give you coverage necessarily, but it does have a slight tint to it. So depending on what shade you get, it could give you a little bit of coverage, but I just want to wear this to make me look like I have the most hydrated, healthy skin ever. And the other one I wanted to mention is the Urban Decay Face Bond Foundation. I have been loving this. If you want your foundation to stay put all night long, you really need this. It is supposed to be waterproof, which I believe it is, and it is also supposed to be self-setting, and I do believe that as well. I actually did a full wear test with this over on TikTok, so if you are interested in seeing how it lasted through the night at a hot, sweaty country concert, go check out that video. But spoiler alert, it held up so nicely. I was very impressed with it, and it was comfortable on my face. I didn't feel like it was moving around at all. And the self-setting aspect, I personally have never had a foundation look this good without powder over top. It's just incredible. I'm a huge fan. I feel like this is literally the perfect summertime foundation when you are going to events that might be a little longer and definitely hot and possibly raining, all of those things. Next, I want to mention a couple of blushes. The first one is from Give Beauty, and this is a blush formula that I have talked about before, I believe in another favorites video, and it was actually one of the most purchased, so I think you guys are loving it as well. But during the Sephora sale, I picked up a new shade, and I have been insanely obsessed with this. I know I'm gonna say obsessed a million times in this video, but truly, I've wanted to reach for this like every single day. Sometimes I have to stop myself from reaching for this because there are other blushes I need to try out, but it is so good. This is is in the shade Flirty Talk. You can see it is a very corally orange color, which is a little intimidating. When I first opened this, I was like, ooh, I was not expecting it to be that orange, but oh my god, this is beautiful on the skin. And I love how the Give Beauty blushes actually come with 2 shades. I usually end up just mixing them together, but if you ever wanted to just go in with one, you totally could. And usually one is a little bit more luminous than the other. So for example, this lighter one here has just a slight glow. Not anything crazy. It's not like the Rare Beauty. It doesn't emphasize texture. It's beautiful on the skin. I'm like tempted to put it on right now just because you guys need to see it. Although I kind of already have a little bit of blush on, but I don't think it'll mess it up too bad. But it's so pretty, like the color. Something about these blushes, they're so good. I don't know why more people are not talking about them, truly. I feel like there are just so many blushes out there right now. It's kind of hard to differentiate between them, but I do like that these are a little bit unique because if you do like a powder formula still, this is going to give you that, of course. There are so many liquid blushes out there, and I know not everyone is comfortable working with liquid and cream, and sometimes we just want to go back to the basics of powder, but especially if you still want just like that touch of luminosity, this is for you, and you basically get 2 shades in one. So you can't beat it. Absolutely incredible. And actually, now that I'm thinking about it, the other favorite that I have is in a very similar color, but this is a newer one to me actually, but I fell in love on like the first application. So this is the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Cheek Tint, and this one is a liquid formula, but it is very user friendly. I just apply this one directly to the cheeks and blend it out with a blush brush just like this one, and it is so beautiful. Once again, it's going to give you that slight luminosity, but it's not glittery, shimmery, or emphasizing texture, none of that. If you are looking for a liquid blush that you are not going to have to fight with or worrying about how you apply it, I really think this one is the way to go. It is a little bit of a pricier product being from a luxury brand, but it's worth it in my opinion. This is my favorite liquid blush that I have tested in quite some time. Like, I'm talking over top of the cream blushes, all of them that have come out recently. This one is so good. It's just buildable. The shade is amazing. It just says 50.5, but I will put the shade in the description box. This can be applied on its own and it looks beautiful. It just gives you like a really pretty flush to your cheeks. It can be applied before powder, over powder, it doesn't matter. It's just a very easy to work with product, and that's why I love it. I did kind of just do a whole video on this, so I'm going to mention it only briefly, but I really have been reaching for the Natasha Denona Golden palette every single day since I got it. It is just the best neutral palette on the market right now, especially for summertime, because it is a lot of lighter shades, and I feel like most of us do gravitate towards lighter shades, so it does make sense. And every single shade that I have tried in here has been absolutely incredible. Very pigmented, very easy to work with. The glitters show up on the first try. They're not like a glitter that you have to dip into a million times just to like get it to look okay, and they're just like the perfect sandy beige neutrals. You do have a couple of like more golden ones, but if you are just looking for a palette that you genuinely could reach for every single day, whether you are going to work, going on a date night, going out with friends, on vacation, going to a wedding, maybe you're in the wedding, this palette truly could work for any of those occasions. And you just cannot go wrong with Natasha Denona formulas. Another Natasha Denona product, this is the Hygiene Skincare Infused Glow Beautifier, but basically this is just like a highlighter that you can use in a few different ways. I was a little skeptical on that. I was like, it just kind of looks like a highlighter to me, and it definitely is just a highlighter, but what I think they mean by this is that it is such a gentle formula. It's not harsh at all, so it really does adapt to however you're using it, and I know that sounds so bizarre, but it's true. For example, when I have no makeup on and I go in with this, no matter how I'm applying it, I usually just use this Scott Barnes brush. I will just dip into it, and if I apply it with no makeup, it doesn't look like a crazy intense highlighter. It just looks like I'm glowing from within, just like a little skincare moment almost. It's very light, but if I want to build it up for a heavy makeup day when I do want a crazy highlight, I can do that as well. If I do want to build it up a little bit more, I usually just go in with a smaller highlight brush and just really apply it to the apples of my cheeks. But it's just beautiful. This is another one that's going to be with me all summer long. I'm going to take this to the beach and just use it to give me like that nice natural looking glow on days when I want lighter makeup or even no makeup. But I love a multi-use product, especially when you're paying a lot of money for something. You want to be able to use it multiple ways, and bonus points if you can use it every single day. Not a new product at all, but I had to throw in the One Size guys On Till Dawn Mattifying Waterproof Setting Spray because I have been using this so often lately, and I especially love using it with the Urban Decay Face Bond Waterproof Foundation. This combo is elite for any summertime events that you have going on, but especially the setting spray, it literally just locks your makeup in like no other. Like, it does not move. It truly is waterproof, and it's honestly an essential for summertime events for me. If I know my makeup has a chance of moving because I'm sweating, just going to be out all day, or I want to look good for pictures or whatever it is, this is the one that I break out. Even if you have a favorite setting spray, you can do that one before, but I always just lock it in with this. It is the best. It's almost like hairspray for your makeup. Next, we have a couple of skincare favorites. The first one is by Fenty Skin. This is the Cookies and Clean Whipped Clay Intensive Pore and Blackhead Face Scrub. This is another product I got during the Sephora sale, and I specifically got it because I have noticed I have a lot of blackheads down here at my chin, and I really wanted a product that was specifically going to target those and also just exfoliate my skin in a gentle way. And this scrub does exactly that. It's a really unique formula because of that whipped texture that they claim, and it's really nice on the skin. I love using this. It's really fun to use and to incorporate into my routine, but it's also actually functional too. So I'm going to squeeze out just a little bit so you can see how it comes out. So you can see what they mean by that whipped formula. The beads that are in there really exfoliate your face, but it's not super harsh. I know there are some scrubs out there that are literally just like putting sugar all over your face, and that is so like harsh on my skin. But this one, because of that like whipped creamy formula, it is actually very gentle and it feels really nice, but it does exfoliate. It does a great job at exfoliating, but it's gentle enough to use even like 2 to 3 times a week. The other skincare product I wanted to mention is by Clarens, and this one is a very pricey product for what it is. It is the Extra Firming Coup and Décolleté Youthful Lift Cream. I was very skeptical on this. I wasn't sure if I should give it a try, but during the Sephora sale I did, and actually you guys, this has really been working. I specifically got it just because these lines on my neck have been so prominent. You can kind of still see like right here, and that's honestly from looking down at this guy so much. It's called like tech neck because we get wrinkles in our neck because we're constantly looking down at screens, which is actually sad, but I was really looking for a product to combat that, and I will say I do think that I've already seen slight results with this. I apply it every single night before I go to bed, and I swear I feel like this line has become less prominent. I wish I took before and after photos. I'm so bad about that. I did not take a before photo. I'm sure I could find like a little selfie that I took, but I don't know. I think this is working. It's a really nice gentle cream, but it is really thick, and it is just supposed to be especially good for like this thin skin that is on our neck and décolleté area. So if you struggle with any wrinkles or any like tech neck lines, then maybe consider this. Like I said, it is pricey, but if you ever end up having the budget for it or want to give it a try, I do recommend it. Next, we have a self tanner from Loving Tan. This is their new Platinum Express. So I have already been loving the Platinum self tanner. It is my favorite. It is like the darkest self tanner that I own. It just gets you so dark, and I freaking love it because I do not want to sit out in the sun and bake to get a nice tan. I just want it to look natural and be easy and seamless. So I already loved that one, and then they came out with the Express, and I knew I had to pick it up because there are those moments when you're just in a pinch and you need your self tanner on like that. You don't really have time to sleep in it, and this one has been amazing. This literally provides the darkness of the Platinum, but in 2 hours. I have used it only for 2 hours and it works great, and I've also used it where I just leave it on for like 8 hours because I don't really have anything else to do, and it works amazing that way too. Either way, it's amazing. I will say I was like a lot darker leaving this formula on for 8 hours, and I feel like it lasted longer, but if you are in a pinch and you need to be tan quicker, it definitely works quickly too. So I love this. You cannot go wrong. If you want to be dark, this is the self tanner for you. Next, I wanted to mention these deodorants, and I actually got these in PR, but I have been loving these. First of all, Dove deodorant is not new to me at all. I've been using Dove deodorant literally since I was in high school. It is my favorite. It's just the best. Even when I've tried to switch to other deodorants, I just end up not liking them as much, so I always go back to Dove. And they recently sent over 2 scents that have been amazing for summertime. Like, these smell so good. The first is in coconut water and lime, and this has been my everyday combo recently. So you just have the normal advanced care deodorant, which is amazing, antiperspirant, really keeps you smelling good all day long. And then then you also have it in the Advanced Care Dry Spray, which if you have not tried the Dove dry sprays, they are the best. I've talked about these before several times, but I literally keep one in my car in case you just need to like freshen up throughout the day because they don't melt. They just stay exactly the same and they feel so good in the summertime when you put them on, and the smell is amazing. It literally smells like you have a body spray on, but it's actually going to help with preventing sweat as well. So this is like a 72-hour protection and it's just amazing, especially the coconut for summer. And then the other scent is the Peach and Chamomile Tea. This literally just smells like a sweet iced peach tea. Oh my god, it's so good. I think this one is a little bit stronger of a scent in my opinion than the coconut, but man does it smell good. If you just want to smell so sweet and scrumptious, then this is the deodorant for you. Next we are going to move on to fashion favorites, starting with accessories. These sunglasses have been the sunglasses that I have been wearing every single day, not even joking. I just put them in any of my bags, I throw them in my car, and these are by Sohos on Amazon. I actually worked with them on a video not too long ago and they sent over like 6 pairs of sunglasses, but these have been my absolute favorite. They're so good. What I like about them is that they go with any outfit no matter what I'm wearing. They're simple enough to match with everything. They just have like the very skinny gold rim around the lenses, the gold skinny arm, and I like that they are a smaller frame that's very popular right now, but they don't look too small on your face. So if you are someone with like a wider head or just small glasses do not look good on you, you're going to like these. They fit my wider head really well and they're super comfortable on. I even might go back and look at what other colors they have these in because the style is just the best. I have 2 pairs of shoes that are actually kind of similar, but I have been wearing both of them non-stop. These are from Target and I know they did sell out, but I'm still going to mention them because they might be available in your store or you could sign up for restock notifications. But these are so gorgeous. To me, they look very designer, but they're also great for summertime because of this like rattan material all over the shoe. So you have it across the toe, of course, and then you have that beautiful gold buckle detail as well. As you can see, these are a platform shoe, which I find to just be very flattering, but these are not a crazy platform. They're just like a very subtle option, but it does give you just a little bit of height and that makes all the difference. They're very comfortable. I could wear these all day long and they're totally fine, especially because this part underneath is actually like a cushion. So these have been like my go-to, whether I'm wearing them with like casual shorts outfits, a pair of boyfriend jeans and a top, or even dresses. They look amazing. And then these are kind of similar, but these are from Walmart. They're actually by the brand Madden Girl. I love the color of these as well. They're just very neutral. So these are like a very light beige color, almost like a stone beige. And if you don't like the rattan material, these are like a faux leather. So that's nice, but they still do have the gold detail in the hardware here. Once again, a platform shoe, but nothing too crazy. They're still very comfortable and also look very casual. These have like the little straw rope detail around them and then the white part on the bottom with like this tread detail too. But yeah, like every single time I get dressed, I'm either grabbing these or the last pair of shoes that I showed you, just because there's something that is casual but still looks a little dressed up, and I know they're also going to be comfortable. A couple of necklaces. I did want to mention the one I have on today. This is from Free People. I actually just filmed a Free People haul that I think is already up, and I mentioned this necklace, but I had to mention it again because I love this. This is like the perfect gold layered necklace that you don't have to think about a whole lot because it's one necklace, but it looks like it's 3 different ones. So you have like a square coin and then this like gold chain that lays flat. It's so pretty. It goes with everything. It looks beautiful with like any V-neck tops or any like high neck tops laying over top. This actually comes in so many colors, so I will put my exact color down below. I think it's just the regular gold, or maybe it's bright gold is the one I got, but it even comes in a more rustic looking gold. It comes in mixed metal. It comes in a black color. So many options. I actually got the mixed metal one too because I loved it so much. And another necklace I wanted to mention is this one. So this is actually from Altered State, but I fell in love with this. I love the like shell chain that it has, and then you just have like a chunky gold cross. So pretty. It makes such a statement, but it's also neutral, so I feel like it matches with a lot. But yeah, it just ends up looking so good, and I love the like big cross necklaces that are so in style right now. This one is like a good version of that is like a little simpler, but I have to show you guys this one too, because if you want that but like a little bit of a step up, look at this necklace, you guys. This one is from 12th Tribe. It has the pearl strands and the shell strand, and then it also has the chunky gold cross. This is such a Macy's statement. It is so beautiful. Like, I just cannot wait to wear this, you guys. It is the prettiest necklace that I've seen in so long. Another Free People item I wanted to mention is this pair of barrel jeans. This is another thing that I mentioned in my Free People haul, but I thought I would mention them here again because this has been my go-to pair of jeans. They're so good. I did not think that I would like the barrel jeans trend, but they're actually really flattering. At least this pair is. They fit me really nice at the waist, and they actually have like this fun rope detail. They're a button fly pair of jeans. I just got mine in like a classic medium wash, but this is actually a pair that has some patch detail to it as well. The barrel jeans just kind of get a little bit wider at your knees and then taper in ever so slightly towards your ankle. They're very baggy, but because these like fit nicely on the waist and the booty, I feel like they're actually still flattering, and they're so comfortable too. So here is what they look like. I have just been reaching for these no matter what. I feel like they look really great with like a more form-fitted top, but yeah, they've been my go-to. I have two matching sets to mention. The first one is from Amazon, and I got this because it kind of reminded me of Free People, especially the pants, because the pants look like the Hot Shot fit from Free People. If you're familiar with the Hot Shot onesie, it kind of like is really baggy in the crotch area, but it's a very like boho, almost hippie kind of look, but it's also very comfortable. So these pants definitely give that vibe. They have a nice elastic waistband. They do have pockets, which is nice, and as you can see here, they definitely dip a little bit in the middle, but then they taper in at the ankles. But these are so comfortable, and I love this green color as well, although it does come in a ton of colors. And then here's what the top looks like. It's just a normal crew neck. It is short sleeved, which I love, and then it is cropped a little bit in the front, but as you can see, it's longer in the back, and it cuts up on the sides as well, and this just looks so good on. If you want a very casual, throw it on kind of lounge set, this is the one you need to consider. And then we have another matching set from Target, and I want to go back and get this in a few other colors because I'm obsessed with the way it fits. It's very comfortable, but it's also so flattering. So this one is a pair of shorts. I love that the shorts have a very thick waistband. I don't know why. Something about that just looks really good on your waist. And these do also have pockets, and they are just like a thicker fleece pair of shorts. I just have the yellow color, which I don't think is in stock anymore, but they do have basic colors like gray, black, and white. I think I want to go back and pick up the black, but they're so comfortable and they just look so good on, especially when you pair it with a little form-fitted baby tee. This one is also from Wild Fable in the same exact color, and it looks so good. It just like hugs your chest really nicely. It's the perfect length to meet the shorts, and it's obviously very comfortable as well, just like a nice stretchy cotton. Okay, now moving on to our totally random favorites. I have to mention this microwavable neck wrap. I've actually had this for so long, years at this point, but I kind of just thought to put it in a favorites video because I've been using this non-stop. I've really been having a lot of like neck and shoulder pain recently. I don't know why. I think it's like the way that I've been sleeping with my arm raised. So I've recently been using this like every other night, and it is the best. Every time I get it out, I'm like, why do I not use this more? It's so good. I think it's just from Amazon, but it actually smells like lavender, and you can heat it up. I usually just put it in the microwave for like 3.5 minutes, and it's weighted. So once you put it on and it's warm, it just feels so good. And if you've ever used a heating pad or any sort of heat on pain, it just takes it away, and it just relaxes your muscle and just takes away any tension. So I really can't recommend it enough if you also struggle with like neck and shoulder pain. If you have a desk job or you're constantly looking at your phone, this is going to be essential. The next product is mouth tape, and this is actually the Skinny Confidential mouth tape, and it is very expensive compared to the mouth tape that you're just going to get on Amazon, but I've tried a lot of them from Amazon and they never stay on my mouth. So when I saw Lauren Bostic come out with these, I was like, I have to try them because sometimes my mouth will come open when I'm sleeping and I wake up with a super dry mouth and I feel like I don't sleep as well. So I really did want to try mouth tape, but like I said, they just would never stay. And by the way, there are lots of benefits for mouth tape. You can look it up, but this is a piece of mouth tape that actually covers your entire mouth. But as you can see, it does have a little hole so you can still breathe. And this stays put all night. Like it literally does not budge. It's so strong. It's almost like having duct tape on your mouth, but you can still breathe. It's not like gonna give you claustrophobia. At least it doesn't for me because I can still like breathe in air through my mouth. But yeah, I have just been loving these, and they actually come in a little cute tin as well. My new favorite energy drink recently is the Alani Nu Cherry Twist. This stuff tastes so good. So they actually already had a cherry flavor called Cherry Slush, but that one is just like very basic cherry. cherry. The new cherry twist is like a cherry mixed with a lime, and it is so good. Like, I need a million of these. I literally think this is my favorite Alani Nu energy drink flavor ever. It's so unique. A lot of the other ones, especially like the slush ones, the pink slush, cherry slush, blue breezeberry, all of those kind of end up tasting similar to me sometimes, but this one is very unique and it is just so good. Another like fixation I've had recently is chocolate covered cashews. I got this pack from Target that came with like individual servings of chocolate covered cashews, and also came with like other nuts, but they were so small and I was like, I really just want the chocolate covered cashews. So I searched on Amazon and I found this brand, Nuttic, and they are so good. So this is a 2-pound bag of chocolate covered cashews and they are so good. It's like the perfect little sweet treat that you don't really feel that guilty about, and they're huge. I mean, look at those. They are incredible, and these are dark chocolate covered, but they do have milk chocolate if you don't like dark chocolate. But yeah, I have just been eating these nonstop as like a little sweet treat at the end of the night, and this brand is super cool. It's like very high quality. They actually came shipped to me with a cold pack inside so that the chocolate didn't melt in the summertime, so I really appreciated that. And my last food favorite is this pickle ketchup, and this is the most random thing ever, but y'all, it is so good. I did not expect to like this as much as I do. I honestly bought it mostly for my husband because he loves pickles, but I ended up loving it just as much. This literally tastes like a McDonald's cheeseburger. Like the mix of the ketchup and the pickle, I don't know what it is. It tastes just like it. It's so good by itself, like with tater tots or french fries. Of course, you could put it on a hot dog or a hamburger. Great for any summertime cookouts. You don't have to be obsessed with pickles to like it. I'm like neutral on pickles, but the taste of this is amazing. Like, it's so good. So I just had to recommend this, even though that is so random. I think the most random probably I've ever gotten on my favorites video is recommending ketchup. Ending off with just some random little shows and artists that I've been loving. As far as artists, I am obsessed with Moroney right now. She is just beautiful and precious and angelic. I love her fashion. She's just so glitzy and girly and glam. Obsessed with her whole look, and her music is incredible as well. Not too long ago, she came out with No Caller ID. That's a great song. I love 28th of June that just came out on her EP. She has a ton of amazing songs, even a lot of songs from her first album I still listen to on the reg. They're just so good. So if you love country music and you haven't really delved into all of her other songs that might not be the ones on the radio, you should definitely check out her on Spotify because she has amazing music. And as far as shows, we've really just been watching the same old, same old. We're really into Survivor. Love Island just came back on, so we're watching that. And we did recently watch the Netflix documentary Dancing with the Devil, and that is really good. Highly recommend. It's about these dancers who like could potentially be in a cult, so they're kind of like investigating that. It's really interesting, so give it a watch if you love a good docu-series. And that is it, you guys. Those are all of my favorites right now, so I really hope that you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you guys have been loving recently in the comment section down below, because I just live for knowing people's favorite things. It's just so interesting to me, and I love getting new recommendations from you, so put that in the comment section down below and we can chat there. If you did like this video, give it a thumbs up so that I know to do more favorites videos, and if you're not already, please subscribe to my channel. Yeah, I hope you guys are having an amazing day, and I'll talk to you very soon in my next video. Bye!